Hello, this is Malorian, and this will be a 50-point battle of my epic Thagrosh against Reznik. So the game we got was a banner too far, or flag too far, whatever you call it. So the interesting thing about this is that it'll be the first time I'm ever using reserves, so that'll be neat. It's also the first time I'm going to be using a Scythian. Picked one up, the new plastic kit, and we'll see how it goes. Anyway, on my side here, I have my 5 Shredders, I have a Carnivian, Ethag of course, a Nephilim Soldier, my Feral Geist, I got the Scythian, the Typhon, the Raic, and then I also got a Shepherd. And then I thought the perfect thing to have as my reserves was going to be the Raptors. And for my opponent, he's also trying something new. He really just wanted to see if he liked the battle engine for Menoth, so he's going to be proxying it. That's that large base back there with the one light jack on top of it. So, of course, when you got something that's that expensive, you want to test it out first probably before you go out and buy it. But anyway, he has Reznik there, he has Ayanna and Halt, he has his choir of course, the Deliverers, he has a little Hierophant guy with him. There's these exemplars here on this side. There's the Incinerators. He has his 2 jacks there, his little ninja monk, and then his reserves coming off from the side is going to be another unit of these exemplars, plus he's going to have these 2 paladins, one being the special solo guy. So really looking at this, I really didn't think that I'd had a chance to be winning by objective. I mean, both of us saw that I was pretty far out. But anyway, I still want to leave it as a possibility, so I just really ran up. I'm a little bit scared about how hard some of his things can hit, especially Reznik, but hopefully I have enough different models that I can, heavies that I can actually be putting damage on. And I'm also hoping to try and draw him in there on the right so that my Raptors can try and pick him off. Reznik turn 1 is really just him moving up. Now, unfortunately, I really wasn't sure who outshot who. I mean, of course, looking at this, he does, but once my Raptors come in, it's kind of an even fight. But the big thing is I want to make sure I am going to be getting the charge off on him. So he didn't push up as much as I'd liked, but luckily on the far right, he did move far enough up so that I can be going after some of his more specialized units. My turn 2, in case I didn't say, I got my Dragon's Blood going up on the Scythian. This time I made sure to put up the spiky growth all over the place. I really am just kind of forcing him to kind of commit to me. My Raptors went up, and his one little magic unit that he had behind the building there, I completely wiped out. Fast cav away, so hopefully this is exactly what I need to kind of force his hand to move forward, and then I can pull my feet. Menoth turn 2, you can see his reserves coming in from the left, really just moving up all over the place. He had a little bit of shooting come in, and I think it did 2 points of damage to my Nephilim Protector or something, but not really anything whatsoever. So yeah, now it's really looking good. And looking at this picture here, the big thing that I really like is it seems that if I push up with my heavies, I can kill off his Incinerators and even get some hits on Reznik right away to really throw him at a disadvantage. But I have to be really careful because I don't want to fall for my usual pitfall where I leave myself open for a reverse caster kill. And, he has all those hard hitters with Weapon Masters, so I'm going to have to be very careful. And if nothing else, I just want to get up in his face, and even if I can't do anything to Reznik, I want to have as many heavies at him as possible. So during this whole thing, this is where I'm starting to learn some of the things that the engine does, where if you kill somebody, then they can basically come back up, attack you before they die. So unfortunately, and kind of fortunately, I got this Incinerator that I killed and then ran up and hit a Thagrosh for something like 6 damage. I'm going to be pooping out a Stinger here, but the big thing here is that now I'm really liking the fact that I took the Scythian because his Animus removes you from play. So I don't need to worry about... he was telling me about how in one tournament somebody had killed the caster and then all of a sudden they brought them back and the caster was able to pull off a caster kill before it died and actually won the game that way. So that's not so bad. So anyway, the end of my turn 3 looks like this. So of course I go up with Manifest Destiny. Thagrosh is able to kill one of the Incinerators. Then really I'm just getting up there, killed both of his main jacks, killed off almost all of his Incinerators. I made sure that with my Raptors that I killed most of the Exemplars on the right. My Shredders doing a little bit of damage to the ones on the left. And then when it came to my feet move, I made sure that my shredders try and clear out a little bit more on the left. I tried killing that last incinerator, just didn't happen. I was able to get one hit on Reznik, and I think I did something like 5 points of damage, not really sure. One thing I really liked is that my Raic was able to get over to the Deliverers, so tying them all up, so that's fantastic. And of course I also got my Feral Geist up there, and he's just wonderful on a list like this, because now if he kills any of my heavies, I can possess him. So I'm pretty sure now I got Reznik just where I want him. This is just a little bit of a close-up of what it looked like here in the main situation. So, whatever really happens everywhere else doesn't really matter now. This is what's going to really come down to what my opponent does to try and get Reznik out of here, what he's able to kill and what he's able to cover, and that's what I'm going to be working with after to try and pull off the caster kill. So then after his turn 3, it looks something like this. So he has his Exemplars on the left that charge in. They kill the one Shredder, but those other two Shredders managed to survive. The two Paladins came in. One did a little bit of damage to my Carnivian. The reason why the Carnivian and the Scythian is there is because his engine moved up and did this thing where he pushed me away. He also shot at Thagrosh, and I transferred it over to my Stinger, which killed it. Reznik was able to kill my Typhon. I possessed it, and then he bought another attack and killed him again, so my Ghost had to hop out. He did a whole bunch of damage to my Nephilim Soldier, but not enough to kill him, thank God. And then otherwise, all of his stuff was trying to hit at my Raic, but there was just no way that was going to happen. So then finally on my turn 4, I acted... First of all, I should say that Reznik had done his feat last time, so it took away all the fury, which is great because I didn't have to deal with any of my berserk, frenzy tests this time. But anyway, I cut myself to get full fury. I went and I charged up, put up Manifest Destiny, slashed away at his engine a little bit, wasn't able to quite destroy it. I also healed up the other branches of the Nephilim Soldier to make sure he was fully capable. My Raptors charge in, basically freed him up from the last Incinerator. My Shredder moved down. Then the Soldier slammed the Shredder into Reznik, knocking him down. Carnivian breathed fire on him, and then the Scythian just put on its Animus and went up and finished him off. So, victory to Epic Thagrosh, and that's kind of nice because last time we met I actually lost to Reznik, and overall I'm just really happy with the way that my list performed. It was, just a nice mix of beasts, and worked really well with the Raptors coming on from the side. I think it really is kind of amazing because going into this and the way I first looked at it, I was actually fairly worried because of all the hard hitters he had, but the way it worked with my feet, I was just able to pretty much knock out everything that really mattered. And then there was just so many heavies around Reznik, there was just nothing he could do. So anyway, interesting to see that power, and hope to like watching it. Bye.